Today I'm going to be presenting a path to simplifying your own golf swing, and this is going to go step by step through ways that you can most easily simplify your game based on my setup for impact golf method, which greatly simplifies making a great golf swing. So I'm going to jump right into it here, and if you want more information, visit my website. But ways that we can simplify when we're talking about the number one way to simplify and make impact with a golf ball better. And it should be mentioned, impact is the most important part of any swing, and so that's where we should be focusing our main attention. At impact, every golfer has the golf club in a position where the wrists are in an uncocked position. So if you look at my wrists here, this is uncocked, this is cocked. At impact, every golfer will have the wrists in an uncocked position like that. And so it's very helpful to set up already with the wrists in an uncocked position. The wrists will still cock during the swing as they do it in any golf swing, but they will be set up in a way that we're already set up on our impact plane, meaning we're going to be at impact here, so let's just set up there. So the easy way for you to test this out is to simply set up to the golf ball in your normal manner. So you probably set up with your arms hanging straight down, as most people are taught, and then from there, just raising the hands up, bring it up in the air, bend in this trailing arm, so it's pointed in towards your hip, so it looks like that, and now you're in an uncocked position and you're set up on your impact plane or close to it. Now my setup for impact method customizes the concept to fit each individual because we're all different. Different body shapes, forms, experiences. Some of you have played a lot of sports, some of you haven't played much at all. And so we want to most quickly be able to help each of you play your best possible golf. I do this through customizing the concept to fit each individual through my learning program at setupforimpact.com. It takes you step by step through how to improve your game, and you send in videos to me, and I guide you then into making the proper adjustments. And I'm going to talk about some of the adjustments in this video. One of them here with the wrists uncocked. Some people need to stand farther from the ball. Some people are closer. Some people have the hands a little bit lower, some a little bit higher. One way that you can find out what fits you the best, which impact position, is to simply shoot a video with a camera down the line. And a lot of these apps, I use the OnForm app for my coaching, and that app allows you then to draw lines on the video. But what you can do is just hit a shot from down the line, like I will here. And then you can play it back and compare setup and impact. And so I'll often then also look at the spine angle, how much forward bend is there, and what the angle is here as far as the shaft angle at setup and impact, and I'll match setup to close to where it is at impact. And of course that makes improvement at golf a lot faster. So the second really important step on the path to simplifying your own golf swing is finding the position of the hands on the grip. Now I use the Jumbo Max ultralight grips. To me they're the best grip in the game simply because they're very large, they're very thick, but they're also very light, so they don't throw off the swing weight of the golf club. They allow my fingers to fit without overlapping on my hand. This is the ultralight small. On my website, on the FAQ page, you'll find my sizing recommendations. And if you use Kirk 10, then you'll save something, and I'll make a couple bucks so you can, if you want to support my channel. But you'll save 10% if you use the code KIRK10 on jumbomax.com. So when I put the hands on the club, it's really helpful because our goal in the swing is also to deliver the club with the grip leaning forward. When I put the hands on, I try to take that into account, and I want to put the hands on so it's comfortable for impact, not just thinking about setup, because setup is not where we're going to be at impact, hopefully. We're going to be with the hands leading through impact like that, and that's how we want to put the hands on the club. Now customizations, some of you are releasing very early, you might need a position that would be considered weaker. And then you can gradually work towards a stronger position where the hands will fit for a good impact. And Also, the trailing hand is important. I try to put it on in a neutral position here, starting out with the palm of the hand towards the target, and then adjust as needed based on what I see from the ball flight. So if the ball's hooking a lot, and maybe we're releasing a little bit early, but one way to quickly get rid of that and fix it is to move the hands a little bit more towards neutral, which for a right-handed golfer would involve the left hand rotating a little bit to the left or counterclockwise. So once we customize the hands on the club, we can also look at things like the distance from the ball. And the distance from the ball is a critical step towards simplifying your golf swing, because if we can find the position where I can stay level with my body through the swing, then it's going to be a lot easier to be consistent, as opposed to many people standing really far away with a similar concept, trying to swing on a single plane. They're standing very far away, and to hit the ball, they have to sink down in order to make decent impact. So it's a lot easier to just find your distance from the ball and then try to stay here as level as possible through impact. And so when I make some swings, what I can do, make some swings back and forth, and I could find out exactly where the club's hitting the ground when I'm not moving up and down, and that way I can find the most efficient position, distance from the ball, and I can do that with every golf club in my bag. So another important point as we work on the path towards simplifying your golf swing is to get the path of the club moving efficiently so that the club's moving back and down on one single plane or as close to it as possible. Nobody's perfect, but we want to have the club tracing close to the same path back and through. There's certainly some people who take the club inside or outside on the backswing and come down just fine. So if I see a path down through impact that's good, I'm never going to try to change that. But for most of you, it's helpful to learn to take the club back on the plane that we're set up on, and so close to it as possible, as opposed to inside or way outside. And so I'll use video to determine what's happening, and that involves, and I give instructions in my learning program, that involves setting the camera up so that it's shooting down the swing plane. And then when you submit videos, I can guide you towards moving it. Or if you're doing it yourself, just put the camera in line with the toe line and about the height of the hands, so it's shooting through the grip towards the target. And so from there, if we see it moving inside, I would have you trying to move straight or back, or feel even like it's moving outside. If it's going too much outside, then trying to feel like it moves slightly inside until we see on video that it fits. So one of the most important points for working on simplifying your golf swing is to work on impact. Once we get these setup things nailed down, and that's really the second lesson in my program, is setup, and then we work towards customizing the setup to fit each individual golfer. Once we have nailed that down, then we're going to work almost solely on impact and learning to deliver the club here so the grip of the club is leading the club head through impact, what we call lag. So my lead arm alignment would be here and the club's at an angle back. That's our goal, is to deliver the club like that, not like that or like that, but we need that. And that's what gives us the square face through impact with less club face rotation, straight path, shallow impact angle, helps us hit the center of the face, and gives us more club head speed through parametric acceleration. My drills teach you step by step how to do this on the website, and I customize the information to fit each of you. All you have to do is submit videos, which is included in the inexpensive membership. Just submit videos to me and I guide you in the right direction. So as we're working on this, simplifying this and making this motion a great impact motion here, we're basically slowing it down and working without golf balls to begin with. So we're working with getting the hands leading here through impact, and to do that we would start very short back swing, get the body moving, working on the transition. And the transition is simply, you just take a club here and do this. And so trying to, as the club's moving back, get the body to turn forward. It'd be the same as if I was going to throw a golf club. I'd be stepping as the wrists are moving back and cocking and hinging in the wrist, and that's happening just like in a natural motion, throwing an object. It'd be the same thing. My drills have you starting out really short, even without a golf club, but learning this perfect motion here first. We also want to set up keeping the head back of center, but you'll find all that in the learning program or on multiple videos of mine here on my channels. And please just subscribe here. There's going to be a lot more content coming out. This video is going to be broken down into parts as well that you'll find, and really focus on simplifying this motion, trying to hit a golf ball. The more we can simplify it, the more quickly you're going to play great golf. And if you're taking lessons or working on some other program, if you're not improving, to me, it's a no-brainer. Do something else. If you're not improving, you're doing the wrong thing. The same if you're working with me. You need to be working in the right direction. If you're not, you contact me, send me a video, send me emails, send me messages. It's all part of the membership, and I will get you straightened out, moving in the right direction. And life is too short to spin our wheels. Let's work towards helping you play the best golf you've ever played. Let's simplify your golf swing so you can play great golf. Any questions or comments, pop them in the box below, and I look forward to hearing from you. Take care and have a great day.